Hello everyone, it's me again, Serenity Star. And I thought today I would do a makeup tutorial, ASMR style. So please note that this is not a real makeup tutorial because I'm not a specialist in makeup or something like that. I would just like to show you how I do my makeup on a daily basis and hope that it relaxes you because I love makeup tutorials. I have no idea how this is going to work out because I have no mirror. I can only see myself in the camera. Well, I hope it's gonna be okay. Well, first of all, I would like to show you what I am going to use today, which is this makeup base foundation called Super Stay Better Skin in the Call 040 Fawn. This is a color that matches my skin tone very well, and it is skin perfecting makeup. And I really like it. I have my makeup malette. This one. Please don't mind my fingernails, they're horrible. I have my appointment next week. So this is my makeup malette and it's a total mess. The mirror's broken because it's too full. Yeah. And I will only use very few items out of this malette today because it's just a normal day and I don't want to look too fancy just on a daily basis. I am going to use this. It's a smoky eye set, but I am only going to use the eyebrow gel. This here on my eyebrows. Then I'm going to use mascara, Better Than False Lashes by Catrice. Catrice is a brand I really like. Let's see. My favorite eyeliner, which is, it's not much of it left. It's by Chanel, and it's the most expensive one I've ever bought in my whole life, but it's really the best. Then also a white eyeliner. This was by Essence. You can't read it anymore, I think. Maybe just a little bit. A few brushes, of course. This Essence Match to Cover Cream Concealer. And I actually use both colors on different places on my face. Fortunately, I don't have problems with my skin. My skin isn't very oily and it's rather clean. Fortunately, I've been very fortunate. Yeah, that's almost it. Then, of course, a little bit of makeup, a little bit of lipstick, And I have a million lipsticks, and they are all in this bag, which is actually a man's bag, a shaving bag, but I use it for my lipsticks. This bag is so full of lipstick and stuff. These are the two brushes I'm going to use today. I haven't cleaned them, I'm sorry. But I've cleaned them, I think, maybe 4 days ago, so they're pretty clean, yeah, still. I love this brush. It's so soft. They're by Evelyn. And a blush brush, which at the moment I also use as a contouring blush, because I haven't found a contouring brush that I really like, so I use this one for contouring and blush. Then finishing powder, transparent, by Maybelline New York, Pure Power Matte Finish. I like this very much. It's really transparent, you don't see it at all. It's just really just to finish and give you a slightly more powdery look to the skin, because I like matte skin. I'm not so much into the shiny skin. Thanks. And I use this as contouring powder. It's by Catrice Cosmetics Sun Glow Matte Bronzing Powder, darker skin. And I like it very much. It really gives you a sun glow. And of the sun powders, I don't like the shiny ones, so I was very glad that I found one that's matte. I don't want to look like a vampire glowing in the sun. And the lipstick I want to use today is this one, also by Catrice. The color is 240. Hey Nude. I love nude lipsticks. I have 3 different nude lipstick colors. And today I would like to use this one, which is a little more pinkish, but it's very, very light. Yeah. So, let's try to start. First of all, I'm going to put my hair back because it's all over my face. And for that, I'll just use this normal hairband. Just to get the hair out of my face. Now I look really stupid, but that's how it's gotta be. Alright, so I'm going to start actually with primer, also by Catrice, Prime and Fine Smoothing Refiner for invisible pores and lines, just to make the foundation set in better and stay longer. So it's slightly pinkish as well, but it doesn't show on the skin. Just a little bit of it. key. I love that sound. Then let's get to the foundation. I only use very, very little of it. Usually I apply it with a brush, but I washed this brush yesterday and today it's still wet, so I can't use it, unfortunately. That's why I'm going to apply it with my fingers. Just the tiniest drop. Oh, that's actually too much. And put it all over my cheek and my eyes to cover my whole face. I know there are people who don't use the foundation on the whole face, but I think you should. But it's up to you, of course. You see, it really matches my skin tone. You don't actually see it so much, which is my intention. That was not enough. Now, if you wonder what this is, I had a piercing here once when I was 17, I think, but I haven't worn it in at least 10 years. And now I have this hole from it. It's closed from the inside, but it will never close from the outside. I wish I hadn't done it, but maybe from a distance it looks like a mole. I hope so. I try to tell myself that. And I also put it over my lips because it makes the lipstick stay longer. Here we go. So it just makes the skin look more matte and a little smoother. It doesn't make such a great difference, but just the difference that I wanted to make. So, next step is contouring. And as I told you, I will use the Catrice Sun Glow with this brush. And I don't contour my face too much, so I just swirl the brush around, give it a little blow. Oh. And I do this to see where the jawline is here. Just to make it look a little more prominent, because I have strong Is it called jawbone, this one here, or is it only this? This is the upper jaw, and this is the lower jaw? Oh, English. I just call it my upper jawline. See? Just makes the line a little more prominent. And it's always important to contour it till up here. Then on the same side, I have a square face, as I call it. So I have very edgy features to my face, and I like to contour the edges a bit so that it looks a little more roundish here, just a bit. On the other side, you see I have a kilometer of forehead, so I contour it to make it look a little smaller. And the sides of my nose. And then last, little bit around the chin and the double chin, contour it away. Okay, so much for the contouring. Then I shake the brush a little, because now I'm going to use the same brush for the blush, and I'm going to use this one, also by Catrice, defining blush in the color Apropos Apricot 050, silky soft powder blush for a natural radiant complexion with vitamin E, nurturing and smoothens small skin imperfections, oil free. So, and this is a little shiny. I like blush to shine a little bit. And eyeshadow. I love sparkly eyeshadow, but I'm not going to use any eyeshadow today. So, just swirl it around a bit. And then I do this. Because I want to apply it just on the apple of my cheek. And blend it in with the contouring line. And the same on the other side. And a bit on the top of my nose, forehead, on the chin, and on my eyes. There. See, it's a very soft color. Something in my eye. Okay. So that's basically it with the foundation, contouring and blush. Now, I always use the finishing powder with this big brush because it smoothens everything out. Swirl it around a bit. I leave my nose out for the moment. You see, it's really transparent. Just there. Now, on my nose, I use this little brush and the Match 2 Cover Concealer, the lighter color of the two, just a little bit to highlight the back of my nose. But I don't want to highlight it with anything sparkly because that would be too much, I think. Okay. Maybe just a little bit under the eyes. Alright. Now we get to the most complicated part of my face. My eyebrows. What you have to know about my face is that this side is almost half a centimeter longer than this half. I know this because I had a nose job 6 or 7 years ago, because my nose was it didn't appear to be in the center of my face, and it had a kind of a hook on top. Not very big, but it still bothered me. And I saved a lot of money, and when I lived in Brazil, since the euro is so much worth there and the plastic surgeons are very good there, I chose to do that surgery there. And actually, I had needed to have 3 surgeries on my nose. And then the surgeon told me that my nose wasn't a problem, that because it didn't look straight, but it was straight. The problem is that my face isn't straight. So basically he told me the problem's not your nose, it's your face. Thank you. So this side of my face is longer than this side. So you can see that this eyebrow is higher up than this one because of the length difference. So what I always try to do is by lining my eyebrows, I try to even it out a bit, to put this one higher so that they seem to be equal. But of course, because it's such a great difference, it's not 100% possible. My eyebrows are very light and very thin. Unfortunately, I would like to have thicker eyebrows, but I don't. So I have to cheat with makeup. And for that I use the Catrice Eyebrow Stylist eyebrow pencil. It has 2 sides. The one side has a little brush, which I use first, just to comb through the little hair. And then I use the eyebrow pencil. Okay, this is gonna be interesting now without a mirror, okay? See, on this side I have to paint it higher than my actual eyebrow is to cheat a bit. Okay. As I told you, I can't get it 100%, but at least a bit better. Okay, so now I lined the outlines. See? And now I'm going to fill them in with this eyebrow gel. Use a little, where is it? And I use this little brush for it. Now, to make it look cleaner, I use the Match 2 Cover concealer again with this edge brush, and I use the darker color. Just use a little bit as well, just to underline the line of my eyebrows to make it look cleaner. There. Okay. And to seal this a little, I use this powder again, the finishing powder, on my nose. And on the eyebrows. Okay. So that was the worst part of my face. This is what I most hate to do on makeup because I never get it 100% even, and that makes me crazy. Then I use a little bit of highlighter. It's P2 Glow Up Highlighter, Eyes and Cheeks. I apply this with my fingers, just a little bit. bit on the chin. Okay, that's it with the highlighting. Now let's get to my eyes, which is going to be interesting again without a mirror. And I will not put on much makeup on my eyes today. So I'll just use a little bit of primer. Perfect Eyes Refine and Prime Eye Base by B2 Professional. Just the tiniest drop. Where is it? Come out. Oh, there we are. The tiniest little drop. Not the easiest thing to do with so long fingernails. And then I do something weird. Many of you may find that weird. I use a little bit of the primer on the outside of my lips. I only do that when I use nude lipsticks, because the outside of my lips tend to be visible through the nude lipsticks, and I don't like it that the outside of my lips look reddish. So to prevent that, I put a little bit of this primer on the outside of my lips. And it also makes the lipstick stay longer. Okay. Now, I will use here my favorite black eyeliner and do like this. Just the outside. I have small eyes, so I always use the black eye pencil under the lid, never on the lid, because that would make my eyes look even smaller. Okay. Same thing on the other side. This makes the eyes look bigger. And to make them look even bigger, I use the white eye pencil on my lids. And to finish, and the most important thing of makeup for me is the mascara. There are days when I don't have nothing to do and I just have to go to the grocery store or something. I go out just with mascara because my eyelashes are almost invisible. They're very light and fine, and without mascara I look sick, in my opinion. So first I'm going to use this lash curler. Wait 5 seconds. Repeat the whole thing. Okay, so that's the result of the eyes. So we're almost done. Now all that's left is the lipstick. Sometimes I use another lipstick just on the corners of my lips, and I'm going to do that. The color Sparkling Romance, just because it has a little sparkle to it. I use it just on the outlines. There. Now we can release the hair and brush it through a bit. Now let's put on some earrings. And we're good to go. Well, guys, I hope you found this ASMR makeup tutorial relaxing. If you liked it, let me know, because maybe I'll do another one day, maybe one of a more sophisticated makeup when I go out or something. Let me know. I wish you